Hello, friends. We continue to show videos, ForeX. It is possible, or not. In this video, we will continue to display the fourth transaction, in which we decided to choose currency pair, British pound, US dollar. We want to remind you what was the end of the show, our fourth deal. Friends, we reached our goal in this transaction and increased our deposit by more than 400%. Recall that our balance was only $4, and at the moment, our funds, a little more than $20. I would especially like to know in this transaction that we reached such a huge level, with the help of just 2 orders, each of which was opened at the very minimum. We opened micro lots. In the terminal window they are denoted as 0 hold, 100. Such micro lots involves the purchase of the base currency per 1,000 units. We correctly formed the forecast that the British pound will go far up. It would seem that he growth for the very top and will now make a turn and go down. But something told us that this is not the limit, the British's attack, that he still has the energy to continue his rapid movement up. About what happened next, we'll tell you in the next video, and for today we already tired you, our stories and our intrigues. Thank you all for your attention. We very much hope that you liked the events, which we told you about in this story. Thank you again for your attention and see you again. What happened next? As we said, it would seem that the British pound growth for the very top. Then, he will make a U-turn and go down, at least for a slight correction. But something told us, this is not the limit, the rise of the British, that he still has a charge of audacity to continue his rapid movement up, without stopping, and any correction. Today's trading session was coming to an end. We again decided to postpone till tomorrow our deals. We've shown you in the previous videos that such a technique is very useful, but it does not always happen, but only if you have great confidence that the course chosen by you currency, having made a good start, will continue to confidently rise, or fall. Our forecasts were confirmed. The British pound, all the night long trailed in the aisles of 100 points. And by the morning began a gradual ascent. As usual, we again switched to a time frame, and we were convinced that there is a great chance that the British will continue to move up. Drawing the chart told us that the purpose of the British, to reach the top, with which he came down a week ago. Next, we again, as usual, switched to the tab, the economic calendar. In our words, as usual, not just words sound, but strict implementation of our rules sounds. Whatever action we have taken, it is necessarily subject to the implementation of any rules, and not even one. We made this digression in order to explain to you that we do not work spontaneously, but work with strict observance of all our rules. To achieve good success, it is possible only if you do not ever awake, and under any circumstances, violate the rules that you yourself have made for yourself. And so, we will continue further. I would like to know that for a time frame, we go out not only on the charts in online mode. In our rules, it is imperative to go out on time-based frames not only online, but also on the MetaTrader 4 platform. Our main job, on this platform, takes place on a 1-minute time frame, but be sure to periodically enter other frames at times. We try, from all angles, to determine the behavior of currencies. This helps us to determine their further direction. And so continued. What did we see on the economic calendar? We again saw that today there will be not just events, but big events. for the British pound. According to our forecasts, such events are simply obliged to disperse the British to the heights that he lost not so long ago. Next, we reopened the graph tab in online mode, first in a minute time frame, and then switched back to a time frame, and again we were sure of our forecasts. In order to achieve maximum confidence in your projections, you need to constantly do an in-depth analysis of your forecast. As they say, measure 7 times, and cut once. But when working with currency, even 7 times to measure, it happens a little. In the meantime, our funds first reached $23, and then reached $24. If we recall that our balance was only $4, and at the present time has approached to 24, it is already plus 500%. But as they say, it's not evening yet, and the auction continues. We will again take a short pause, that during this pause, you could once again carefully read, with the testimony that you see on our account. Whatever you can, once again make sure that all actions take place in real time, on the current account. In the first video, we said, for those who will be interested in how and where to learn such results, which will be provided to you in our videos, we will tell you, in more detail, what and how you will be taught in the company, ForeX Club. One of the main tasks of ForeX Club, to teach its traders, strictly follow the rules that they themselves will make up for themselves. That seminars ForeX Club study a lot of theories on work in financial markets. Particular attention, we would even say that the most important attention is being paid. Discipline on work with currency and securities. In the first video, we said that this is not a training video, these videos only showing what is possible or not, on a small amount of money, to achieve great results, and to increase your deposit several times. You have clearly seen that this can be done, but at the same time, we necessarily want to add that this can be done only on a small amount of money and only under strict discipline, as the ForeX Club teaches. Discipline is the key to your success. We are a bit distracted from our deal. Let's continue. Over the past time, the rate of the British pound, for not understandable reasons, fell sharply, more than 300 points. This fall happened for no reason. There was not any news for this period. As we said, in such cases, we immediately switch to the tabs of other currencies. If in other currencies, everything is quiet, then this is a temporary surge and we must expect that the rate should return to the previous level. We went through the tabs of other currencies and found that there are not any outbursts, which means that we will wait for the return, the British pound, to the previous place. Further, it all happened, the British began to go up with sharp movements. We decided to open a third order, that as soon as possible to get to the amount of our funds, $30. With this amount, we would increase our balance to 650%, because the initial balance was only $4. From our experience, we remember that such sharp jumps down, in front of big news, is a harbinger, a sharp change of trend. Again, we want to say that these are not educational videos, and yet, we promised that we will comment on our actions. Therefore, we say that we are preparing to close our deal, because, before the news, there is not much left, but one of our rules, or when not to work, during the news. There are times when we make exceptions, but only when there are $5 or $10 more on the balance sheet. But for the time being, our funds have come to $30 and for this, we are obliged to comply with our rules and close the deal before the news. Friends, we reached the mark of $30, which means that we have reached our goal, and have increased our balance already more than 7 times. Once again, we want to note that such a result can only be achieved with a small deposit. In addition, as they say, you need to be the right time, with the right currency. And for today it's all. Thank you all for all attention, and until new meetings.